Okay. 2 minutes.
And so the players out at the table, having their short practice before the third match commences. Ganna GAPONOVA, 28 years of age, world ranked at number 93, another Russian-style defensive player. And her opponent, and there she is, the left-handed Kim Young, 25 years of age, and completely as an unknown became the world mixed doubles champion 12 months ago in Paris, playing with her namesake actually, Kim Nam Chol, sorry, Kim Hok Bong.
Exactly, the #1 of the North Korean team here also. I still remember her in Paris when like the tears went down after she won this very important title, the mixed double title for her.
They tell me when the two players got back to the Democratic Republic of Korea, the reception they got was absolutely amazing. The streets were lined. It was a ticker-tape reception, which is great for the sport and great for table tennis in Korea, DPR. So, a few backhand to backhands down the line.
And speaking a little bit about style, I mean, GAPONOVA is a little bit like in the same direction than Bilenko. And we have Kim here, left-handed, with short pips in the backhand side. I'm also quite sure, as I know most of the players from North Korea, they know how to play against defense. We've seen that before, and she will probably also have a very good touch. And also with the short pips, it's a little bit easier to have the very short drop shots there, so she will move GAPONOVA in and out. But let's see in which direction this match might be going.
One.
A little bit fortunate. Kim, the one thing I remember about her game in Paris, she played with a bright yellow pair of shoes.
Okay, I cannot remember that. But we see again the same style as Bilenko from GAPONOVA. We just like keep in mind, black rubber is the rubber with pimple in, like the normal rubber, and red rubber is the long pimple, and she will keep switching the racket all the time.
GAPONOVA looking to counter hit with the backhand on the diagonal. Didn't quite come off.
2, 3.
Has to get used to this heavy backspin. GAPONOVA have very much backspin when she's pushing, especially with the black rubber. Actually, she also can produce some heavy backspin with a long pimple. Not that easy, but she can do.
smash off the end of the table. It's interesting, during my time as the England coach, Richard, I did have quite a few defensive players. Jill Hammersley, who I married and have been married to for the last 30 years. Jill Parker was European champion as a defender. John Hilton used to drop away and defend. Dougie Johnson. Then we had the Chinese player who married an English girl, Chen Xinhua. And I always used to feel after the first 10 points, I had a pretty good idea how the game was going to go, because it's a completely different game against the defender, and you get a feeling how good the opponent is against defence. World ranking doesn't count for a lot against defence. You can get somebody who's ranked number 100, but they're fantastic against defence. Likewise, you can have the number 20 who really struggles against defence. This girl looks pretty good.
Yeah. I think she really knows what she's doing there, producing like different spin. I mean, she needed some time in the beginning, but now especially when she's getting this heavy back spin, she can really produce this extra spin. Nice use of the wrist. I think she's also in this match the favorite.
5-6.
But let's see, I mean, maybe some little things can change a lot. We shouldn't forget, Bilenko had in all 3 games chances to win. And let's see if Gaponova is doing the same.
7-5.
Clearly Gaponova feels under pressure to attack, which is a good... She has to attack, but at the moment she's not picking the right balls to attack.
And also, technically wise, I think she's a bit weaker there than in comparison. Bilenko, the way she's doing the strokes, feels like she needs to a little bit adapt more the technique.
8-5. 6-8.
Still, this is the heavy spin there, and still she did the right way, Kim. She wanted to just spin the ball a little bit shorter there to move Gaponova close to the table. Just misread the spin. Again.
7-8.
Well-placed forehand topspin by Kim. Underneath the playing arm, down the middle of the table.
I'm very impressed actually about especially the placement of all North Korean players. They don't come with that heavy topspin, but just like very, very good placement. Not unbelievable fast, but they always know where to put the ball.
10-7.
3 game points for Kim Yong, the 25-year-old, the world mixed doubles champion. Gaponova just taking her time here. The players are entitled to towel down every 6 points. A further 6 points have progressed. But now Gaponova back at the table. Interesting, because she's got her 2 serves to come. She faces 2 game points.
Well constructed there, very well prepared this ball, giving at the end this 11-8 and the first game to Kim Yong.
And the players now back at the table for the second game. That was an impressive performance by Kim Young.
Second game. Ukraine to
Played
serve. Level.
very sensible topspin table tennis. Kim Young moving the ball around the table, not playing with any amazing pace, just well-placed topspins.
Very spinny topspins, nice placement, really preparing, constructing the rallies very well. And very often finishing the ball with a faster topspin through the middle. And here we see very good how Gaponova keeps on switching the racket all the time. Keeps on turning the racket, always trying to play the defense with a long pips.
Net. You're free on. Remove right away.
The umpire asking Kim Young to get her free arm out of the way. The whole reason for the umpire saying that is to allow the opponent to see the point of contact between bat and ball, and that players don't use the free arm to shield that point of contact.
Good change of service. This service, like, it's a little bit like a variation of this reverse service. I always call it the serve around the ball. It's really more and more common, and it's not so easy to read. Most of the time it's upspin. Some players can produce also heavy backspin there, but it also causes big trouble for Gaponova.
1-4.
Gaponova doing well there. She returned the net cord. It was a little bit of a loose return, but it was good enough to win the point. 1-4.
Good attack there. Good attack there. I mean, that's something she has to work on. She has to keep trying there to go for this attack from time to time. Actually, the technique is not that perfect. She's lifting up the shoulders a little bit too much. Still, she succeeds in winning this point with a forehand smash. Gaponova keeps in contact, in close contact. After 0-4 being down, she's coming back. So easy, so light. Just a little bit changing the timing, taking the ball earlier or later, makes Gaponova move this, what we've mentioned before, these little steps, and causing big troubles for her. This was heavy, this was heavy. There Kim has to come down a little bit more with her legs, not getting with upright position. Staying low. I mean, if the quality is pretty high from Gaponova, Kim Young has really also troubles in putting up the ball.
So 5-all at the halfway stage of the second game. Oh, that was a hesitant shot from Kim Young. Gaponova now with a 1-point lead.
After being 4-0 down. Nicely played. She was expecting Gaponova the ball deep in her backhand, but like Kim decided to play the ball really through the middle. So nice, nice feeling. It was not that fast, but it was so nicely played. She said, Tori, maybe like there was a little bit of touch of a net or the edge. Whoa, that was good.
7,
You
6.
see how she stepped in the ball? Maybe probably would have been no chance to play defense, but like she stepped in, blocked the ball, and even with long pips, a little bit like Bilenko we've seen before, getting successful with the long pimple attack.
7-all.
And still I have the feeling when it's coming closer and closer, Kim Yong is really keeping the focus and Gaponova is a little bit running behind there. This time heavy backspin on the service, and still this is what I have, this kind of feeling. Getting close, and Kim Yong is keeping the track and Gaponova is hesitating a bit. It was like this in the first game.
Good heavy backspin from Gaponova. Kim Yong slightly hesitant on the top spin.
Also the defense is a little bit different also than Bilenko. The defense is a little bit higher there, and it's not that easy for really putting the knees down from Kim Yong. You have to be in low position.
It's fascinating watching Gaponova. She's constantly spinning the bat around in between every point, every shot.
Exactly, exactly. And this time Kim prepared this ball very well, having the drop shot with the pips, taking out all the spin and following with a very fast top spin after.
10-8.
Seemed to be not very happy with his last ball. And again the drop shot with the short pips, taking out all the spin, prepares the fast top spin, and that meant also the 11-8, and in the second game, now Kim Yong is up 2-0.
Я пока поняла, где защита, где
And so it has been a story of Korea DPR dominance so far. They won the first two games 3-0. 3-0, the first two matches I should say, by 3 games to 0 and 3 games to 0. And now Kim Yong leads Ganna Gaponova by 2 games to 0. Could be a whitewash. It's Kim Yong to serve at the start of the third game.
Love 1.
First point to Gaponova.
A bit unusual, this very long and also a little bit side spin movements there when Gaponova is pushing.
Forehand topspin down the line. It's the more difficult line. The target's shorter, and she just overcooks it a little bit. We'll see. There he goes off the end of the table.
Good attack this time.
2-1.
She prefers to play the ball down the line. As you say, the table is a bit longer there. Also, many of the opponents, they are ready for this cross topspin. But this point, the topspin was just simply too fast. Good point.
1-3.
Players just taking their time. The scoreboard on court is actually incorrect. The scoreboard on the screen is absolutely spot on. 3-1, GAPONOVA leads.
1-4.
And now the electronic scoreboard on the court is in sync, confirming that Ganna GAPONOVA is indeed 4-1 up in this third game.
5-1.
And she could be about to open the Ukraine's account. She's got a 5-1 lead. Half a job done in this third game. She now needs another 5 points. 6 to be precise.
Forget to do this last step, but you can see out of this camera perspective how heavy the spin is that GAPONOVA is giving. Some mistakes now from Kim Yong against the push. If she puts GAPONOVA close to the table. And the block.
7.
It's pretty tough place to be in the draw for Ukraine, Korea, DPR. The winners of this match will of course play China in the quarter-final, and with the top 5 players in the world in the Chinese squad, it's going to take a great shock for anybody to beat China.
Yeah, definitely. But main thing is, you know, whenever you meet China, you have to take the best out of it in a way that you have to go inside the game. You have to believe you have this chance, that in one moment you're not surprised when a chance suddenly appears.
3-9.
And so, Ganna GAPONOVA now 2 points away from winning the first.
And I tell you something, Dom, Kim really had unbelievable trouble now, especially on the push of GAPONOVA. Really made some mistakes in opening the game, really totally different as it in the first 2 games that we have seen.
3-10.
7 game points for Ganna GAPONOVA.
Rushed it also a little bit.
Looking to win the game with the smash. Now she has 2 serves to come. The smash from Kim off the end of the table, and GAPONOVA takes the third game 11-4, but it's still Korea DPR who lead by 2 games to 1. And so here we are, ready to start the fourth game. Be very interesting what happens here if Gaponova can get off to a good start. It'll put Kim under a little bit of pressure. Was that third game a little bit of a hiccup?
Trying to serve, level.
Or was Kim suddenly having problems with the backspin of Gaponova? We're just about to find out.
One.
Very little spin on the forehand topspin there from Kim. Threw it up to the forehand of Gaponova. Chopped the ball into the net. Thought there was a little bit more topspin on the ball than there was.
Always the start is so crucial. I remember that before the second game, where Gaponova was down 4-0. Then at the end, she really closed the game again. Third game she won. Now it's crucial to have a good start for Gaponova, but she's already down 3-0.
Perfect response from Kim.
Timeout.
Timeout called by the
time.
Ukraine. Absolutely, the game drifting away. Momentum clearly with Kim Yong.
It's a little bit about the question what you could change now in the timeout. I mean, it's quite obvious that Gaponova has not the best attack. Usually, I would like to see her attack from time to time, but she has to really push herself into the attacking strokes. And on the other hand, Kim has really good control now in these first three rallies on the first topspin and made Gaponova move also a little bit more in the deep forehand. So still everything looks in favor of Kim Yong and of North Korea.
It's fascinated me here in the heart of Tokyo. The number of spectators from Korea DPR and the fact that a lot of them are here supporting their team. It's a real credit to them. And I must say a feature of the match last night, the men's match between the two Korean teams, was the sportsmanship of the crowd. They supported both teams. They were clearly behind Korea DPR.
Was a great match and nice move there.
Perfect start by Kim Yong, 5-0.
Looks like she found again this concentration and this feeling for the push ball of Gaponova.
5-1.
Trying the backhand hit.
And it was a little bit desperate already to my point of view, a little bit like hit and hope already.
And the third game looks like it was a blip, Richard.
Yeah, and I have the feeling it might go fast now. A little bit more aggressive this first topspin Kim Yong was playing.
1-8.
9-1. 2 points away from victory and securing Korea DPR's place in the quarterfinals against China. They'll have their work cut out there, but they'll certainly give it the best shot, that's for sure. 9 game points now for Ganna. Gaponova to save, a mountain to climb. 10-1 for Korea DPR. There it is. Korea DPR win by 3 matches to 0. A good, solid performance by all 3 of the Korean players. And their place against China secured. The crowd, there we see them. What a great time they've had. The last match on last night, their men beat Republic of Korea, and first thing this morning, their women's team through to the quarterfinals, beating Ukraine 3-0. Two great games for Korea DPR, Richard.
Two great games, and I really like this. If they have this interaction with the spectators, they deserved it, and it was really, really nice to see, especially yesterday and also today. You see this, how close this interaction is, and congratulations to the North Korean team. I think they will try their best to challenge China in the next match.
Well, we hope you enjoyed the coverage of that match. It's goodbye from me, Don Parker.
And goodbye from Richard Krause.